Game, set, match.
Welcome to your daily serve of M&Ms! I'm Michael. I'm Maria.
And Maria.
And we have
Bjorg.
Jeff.
We have Yorage.
You didn't get it right. No, it's Bjorg.
It's Yorage.
I come from KGB.
We are... So this is going to be a different podcast, no?
Yeah, it's a bit of a special edition, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
Just like what my mama always said.
But you're special.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
She
very
lied.
speckle. I'm very speckle, I was told.
She lied.
Ah.
So
Do you know how I know? She told it to my mother.
Fuck!
so those that may have been listening in on the previous podcast episode.
Oh, can I just say, I have beef with, was it Fox Footy?
Okay.
Because remember how we created the 3-word sort of like stories for
Oh,
matches?
yeah.
And then I feel like a few days later, Fox Footy started doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So whoever's listening to our podcast, fuck off, it's ours.
stop it.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, stop it.
Stop it.
It's
It's not
mine.
funny.
It's not funny, I got school.
School.
Mine. Seagulls. From fucking Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I know. Gold Coast Suns should be called the Gold Coast Seagulls.
Call them
What?
the Gold Coast Black Leather.
Way to get off topic very quickly.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's go.
But yeah.
No, what do you mean on topic, right?
No, we're not even talking about AFL today.
So that
We're
yeah.
talking about squash.
So those that were listening in on our previous instalment, we did discuss that Maria had a squash tournament over the past weekend. That weekend being the 6th and the 7th of April. And the tournament that you played was...
LeBron James.
It was the Ballarat graded event.
Yeah, I think they called it like the Ballarat Championships or something.
Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Ballarat LeBron James.
It's not a PSA event, but...
No, it's a graded event, and I played in Division 3.
Yeah.
I did enter for the Women's Open, but I was the only one there.
So who won by default? Let's go!
I don't...
That mic is clipped.
Fucking hell, George.
That mic is clipped right there.
You don't need to break the microphone.
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes.
Anyways.
If I
See,
can't
And
erase
I
at
was
the
seated
end.
first in this tournament too.
excellent.
Woo!
Yeah.
So yeah, we thought we might do, I guess, a bit of a one-on-one interview with Maria.
Oh, I'm the one giving out interviews.
Tell me, how many times did you shit your pants?
0.
That's a lie. You smelt very smelly after every match.
That's called sweat.
Yeah.
What's sweat? I thought girls don't sweat.
Well, that's a myth.
No, and girls don't shit.
What the hell was that smell?
That's sweat. You
Girls
sweat.
don't sweat.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Leave in the comments. Do girls sweat, fart, and shit?
No, don't do that. This is
Type 1 in the chat if they do. Type 2 in the chat if they don't.
There's going to be a little 1s and 2s, and they're just,
I'm just saying, last time I
It's
did
gonna-
do that, that actually did happen.
It's gonna look like fucking binary in the comments.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, can we get back to the
We're
squash?
making computer code now.
No. Okay, good.
So yeah, like I said, we thought we'd just do a bit of an interview with Maria, seeing as Maria is the Division 3 champion.
Yay, undefeated.
Yo, what a way to announce that, you know, like, just... What? Now that she's a Division 3 champion. Like... Man, where's the pizzazz?
Well, we're gonna
Redo it.
No.
Maria's going to add the pizzazz during these questions. I think.
Hey, tell me, what does this say?
Banana.
Banana, na, na.
Na.
Hey, hey. That dumb lump is gone.
Goodbye to Bulldogs.
Finals hopes.
And Bevo.
Woo! Let's go. Let's finally get rid of him.
To be discussed in the next instalment.
Yes, I have some very hot words about
I
that.
think we all do.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you, Maria?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I've got my ever so faithful to drink with me. It's great.
Totally no vodka in it.
Definitely no vodka in it.
Definitely no wild turkey in it.
Perhaps.
Okay, let's get going.
Damn, you killed some turkeys for that drink?
We
Exactly.
are church in like under 7 hours.
I know we're gonna be lit. So, do you want to share with us your journey of your recovery from your ACL injury to winning this title, and what were the biggest challenges you faced along the way?
Yes, so
Me.
I did my ACL in December 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Had the surgery done in February 2020. So not 2020. Yeah, no, it is 2020. Yeah, that math is correct. And then the world went into lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm sitting. I can't exercise. Can't really move. I'm at home, bored. Not really able to do much. So like I bought myself a Nintendo Switch out of boredom. Yeah, and then I don't know, because the whole world was in lockdown, I didn't really have to worry too much about my ranking as much. And then coming back, after the 12 months, I feel like I probably entered back a bit too early.
Okay.
So as soon as I got the go from my physio, I was like, okay, I had to do. I did 5 PSA tournaments in a row.
Yeah.
Which probably wasn't the smartest thing. I'm not gonna lie. I think I definitely should have waited, and I lost to people that I felt like I definitely should have won against, but it's just my footwork was so off, and I think that's just because I didn't put in time to perfect it before
Yeah.
it started going, and then
Can I just add to that?
can I please finish? And then I had a tough few years, sort of not really winning much.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. At the end of last year, I felt like I really wanted to quit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just wasn't really getting the results I wanted. And I'm just like, I pay all this money to travel
Yeah.
and play and not get anything out of it.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? Like, I'm paying this money for what? $100 prize money? Nah. Like, you know what I mean? And then, and then in Wodonga, I sort of got my first top 3 finish. And I was like, maybe it is still worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I played Mulgrave. I lost, but I felt really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. That never happens. That was the first time. It's weird when you didn't play well, but you felt good about yourself. It doesn't.
Before you win, you have to learn how to lose.
Anyways, and then just last week played Ballarat. I was really nervous that I got the first seeding. I was like, do I really deserve this? Do I really deserve to be seeded number 1? And then like that's a bit much, but okay, I guess I have to
Yeah,
deal
you
with it.
deserve number 69.
Stop it. And then so just throughout the tournament, I feel like I don't know. I just felt really mentally good. I feel like in the past few months, it's my confidence has risen, and I feel like as a result, my squash has gotten better.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm moving better too.
Yeah.
And other stuff. And I feel like I'm just thinking about things more deeply. Not just in squash, but in life. I feel like my brain has finished developing, and I'm just like thinking about things so differently.
Wait, a human stop brain development? Wait, what?
Yeah, like 25 to 27. People who have ADHD in their 30s. So you have a long way to go, George.
You have a developed brain?
I feel like I do. I could be wrong, but I feel like I do. Anyways,
Since when do humans have developed brains?
I don't know. Anyways, so I just feel like I'm thinking differently against about just everything, and I feel like that's helped my squash.
Yeah. Not being your interviewer at this point, just as your boyfriend, I think I've noticed that as well. All those comments that you made about just your approach on the court has, I guess, like, in a sense, relaxed, right? Like, compared to what it used to be, right? Yeah. Like, you're still fierce, which was, like,
I know, it's been hard to find that, like, being to find that mix of being relaxed but also too aggressive on court.
Yeah.
It's either I'm too aggressive and stressed out or too relaxed and just like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, I get.
I feel like I finally found the perfect mix.
No, and all those other comments, your footwork looks great and so on. Yeah, no, I agree with what you've said.
And yeah, just like normally, this is a long answer, I'm sorry. But normally, like in the past, if I were to start behind and like you know, if I was on one and my opponent was on like 4 points at the beginning of the game, I feel like normally I just like, I guess sort of give up, be like, oh, I don't know how to win this back. But
yeah.
I feel like throughout the whole tournament, I found my way back each and every time.
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that like when you get in that situation, it feels like there's a lot of pressure to try and catch up ASAP.
Yeah.
And you feel like you don't have the answers straight away to respond to that pressure, especially since squash moves very quickly.
It does, and it's just like any, like, you know, I was like, I don't know how to close this. I don't know how to close this gap. I don't know how to come back. I don't know how to break even. But like I did that constantly throughout the tournament. I also got hit on the head, by the way, by the squash ball. I think what my opponent was doing a cross court or something. I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah.
And it hit me on the forehead. So that was fun.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
I lost
Rex
that game, but I won the match.
Rex entered the chat a few times as well.
I did some nice reverse bros. They were good. Anyways, yeah, just more confident. I feel fitter.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm happy with my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this day and age?
I'm just more comfortable in every aspect of my life. I don't know.
All right.
I still have a fear of heights, though.
So, during the, you know, the instant that you did your ACL, and I guess even into the lead up of this tournament, what sort of support system did you have during your recovery, both personally and professionally?
Not me.
So, yeah, no. So, during my recovery, because we're in lockdown, I had to pick a house I was staying at. And Mum's had both her knees replaced. So, like, she has bionic knees right now, right? So, I was like, I knew she knew what to do in the sense of just knee recovery in general.
Yeah.
She's a transformer.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's done her PCL and, you know, like, she's done all the knee stuff. You know what I mean? So I knew that my best bet was...
Drop all your knee injury comments in the comments section so that all the other members of our audience can scroll through and just see everything that Maria's mum's been through.
Honestly. So yeah. And anyway, so I knew that probably staying with Mum was the best thing for me to do.
Yeah.
Because I knew she had just everything I needed.
All the resources.
Yeah, that too. Like, she has an exercise bike for that reason. Because, like, exercise bikes is good for the knee to help create more mobility, actually. Yeah. And then, you know, she had the ice packs and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, she just had everything I needed to know that I needed. And then, you know, after that, I was... Throughout COVID, after I was able to sort of run and stuff again, and when I got bored of doing the same recovery routine for like months and months, we took it to the netball courts, because we have netball courts outside netball courts in Melton. So that's what I used to do. I just used to go to netball court to get outside, have a bit of fun, and then I feel like that probably helped with my rehab a little bit, to be honest.
Because you're able to finally touch some grass.
Honestly, I was so happy for the netball courts. And then obviously after, you know, the whole world opened up again a bit, I was able to that was such a crazy time because you had to sign in everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you know, to where you were.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
Mom, I need help.
But like I was because I work at the Mountain Squash Court, so I can go in whenever I please for training. So I had that, and I remember my first first group training back, I was I was taking this little nervous steps to get to the ball. I was so scared, and then instead of sometimes in squash you have to brush past your opponent.
Yeah.
I'd always take like I'd go around my opponent, like leave a 10-meter space so I don't hit them.
Yeah.
All the nerves.
Yeah. It was like you were doing netball, right? Like you couldn't get within 3 feet of your opponent.
Honestly, that's what I was so scared. It was so scary. I can't tell you. I'm so nervous. So nervous. And then, yeah, I think, after a while, I finally kind of got back to normal. And then, sort of like as I was upping the intensity, there were moments where my knee would give it because it wasn't used to that sort of pressure. That's always scary. I was like, for the longest time, I feel like I was so scared to fall. I still sort of am now, but not as much as I used to be. I feel like since the ACL, I was sort of scared to throw myself at the ball to get it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And to sort of like have just have like deeper lunges, or like just sometimes you just have to step firmly.
Yeah.
I'm always scared to do that. I feel like I'm getting better at it now. I feel like there's still a bit of anxiety when it comes to the ACL. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pushing past it, so that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the question?
I was asking what kind of support system did you have during your recovery, both personally and professionally?
Yeah, so obviously mum was
Yeah.
And then obviously when I got back, we had my training partners, like they fully understand what was happening, and then it's like just like my coach at the time, Denny, he was I feel like he was very understanding and stuff like that, and then I was just trying to figure out how to get back to where I was, which was always the hardest part. I feel like your life sort of changes a little bit when you do an ACL.
Okay. And what about in recent times? As far as like support and stuff like.
Yeah. So no, I need to speak about this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
But I got a letter sent to me.
Yep.
By Latrobe University to do a ACL research.
Was it? I thought it was RMIT or something.
Oh, Latrobe.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no, it was a joint research, wasn't it, between the two unis? But
No. It was between Latrobe and what do you call it? Royal Melbourne Hospital.
Oh, Royal Melbourne. Okay. That's why I was thinking. Well, RMIT is Royal Melbourne.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like an ACL research where it's just like we got to do this program for 12 months, and they're researching, saying because after doing ACL you're more susceptible to
osteoarthritis or something.
In your knee, and so they were like, so their hypothesis was if you strengthen your muscles and stuff, it will reduce the chances. So I got free physio.
Woo!
I got free physio out of it, which was great.
Yeah.
And a free gym membership for a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was nice. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Why not? That's
honestly.
That's just a great deal.
No, for sure.
I'm so happy I did that because I feel like it helped me structure my workouts a bit more. It's the reason why I just started going to the gym as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So now the gym has become my routine, and I feel like it's helped me.
Yeah.
In my squash.
Yeah.
To be honest. And yeah. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, and you took me to all the appointments.
Sorry?
You took me to all the appointments as well. So.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I thought I'd listen in to see what specific comments your physio was making, and just seeing if there was anything that I could see as well. And there were comments I made to him, and he was like, yeah, there's certainly these things, and maybe we will to try and get you to that particular form, but it's not he wasn't like concerned about it. It's just like a sign that there is like a weakness or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and funny you say that because I started doing like the exercises on the leg extensions and the leg
The curls.
curls.
Yeah.
I started doing them because I used to do them both legs at a time. Then I started doing them with single legs, and then I realized that my left hamstring is so weak.
Yeah.
I'm just like, maybe I should just stop doing these as single-legged exercises. And now I train for power, so I quickly up and then slowly down. But when I do the leg curls with that, the lying down leg curls, sometimes just my hamstring, just like I do it and then my hamstring just goes. It's painful. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll start with the other leg and come back.
Yeah.
Just like.
Oh no, I had a weird. I don't mean to talk about me too much, but just I had I guess a similar situation in my hamstring. We were at the gym in Melton, and it was one time when all three of us were at the gym and we were doing leg curls on the machine, and I don't even really know what I had done to my leg, but it's like I blew the hamstring muscle out or something. Like it was so weak. Like I could curl, I can't even tell you what I could curl. I don't know. Probably curling, I don't know. How much do you curl?
Single leg, like 15?
15?
I think, yeah, 10, 15.
Yeah, okay. I was probably going to say maybe I'm curling, I don't know, 20, 25 or something. I had to drop it down to like 10 or 15, I think, on my left leg. It was just so weak, like dramatically. Like I was honestly curling twice as more on the right hamstring than the left hamstring. And like my right leg is more dominant, but like not that much more dominant.
Do you know what I'm finding during the single-legged curls and extensions? Is that my left quad is stronger than my right quad, but my left hamstring is weaker than my right hamstring.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, this is great.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do whatever. I'm trying to even it out right now. That's my goal right now.
Yeah.
Is to try to get them as strong as each other. But
yeah. No, I can do my curls properly, but I don't even. I never saw a physio for it or anything. But it was the weirdest thing. It's like it just popped, and I had no strength in it at all.
I don't think my hamstring will ever be the same again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think mine will ever be the same again, but it's, in terms of strength-wise, I think it's back to where it is, but something happened, because, like, I think I felt it when I was doing a single leg, like, squat, like a pistol squat or something like that, and, like, yeah, I just couldn't quite press out of it the same, and I'm just like, shit, my leg's just so weak all of a sudden. It was the craziest sensation, and like now my leg's fine, but yeah.
You're already weak.
But yeah, no. So like sometimes when I do the single leg curls with power, sometimes I just feel pain, a whole lot of pain all throughout my hamstrings, and I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
no. It's kind of scary because I'm just like, is it gonna happen or am I gonna be okay? I guess we'll have to find out.
Anyways, did you have any questions you wanted to ask George for Maria's squash?
How did it feel getting on the court?
Wow, what a very basic question I've never been asked before.
Answer it or else.
Anyways, on the court, I just felt really confident over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was questioning, like, why am I seated first? And, I'm just like, I really wanted to get a trophy. That's like, I love getting trophies. But, I was feeling really confident. I don't think my squash was perfect, but it got me past
Got you the
line.
result that you needed.
Yeah. I fought hard. I didn't like the umpire in my finals match.
Nah, he was awful.
I didn't like it. But you just have to deal with it. You can't really do anything about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I feel like I started doing sort of like netball drills to warm up before I go on the squash court, and I feel like that helps me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it gives me some kind of edge.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not thinking about like squash when I'm doing it, if that makes sense. Like I'm more relaxed. Like if I do like a full sort of squash warm up, I feel like I'm thinking about it too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And you're kind of analysing a game too much, too thoroughly.
Yeah, so if I do the netball drills and then just make sure my knees are good, I'm okay.
Nah, fair enough. Okay, so I guess just because I know of some recent events that we've done together, how do you plan to build on your success that you've just had moving forward in your squash career?
Just keep working at it, fam.
Yeah?
Yeah, just you have to put in the work.
Yeah? And what about...
What about my squash racket?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying different tensions
Yeah?
on the strings. I think we did this as 23 pounds.
Yep.
In my
Squash club?
yeah, was it my green racket? When I say green, it's the
The grip.
the grip. I like to color code my rackets.
What's colour coding?
So I gave them my most favorite to least favorite. But also too, they all have different tensions. So that one is the was it 23
£23, yeah.
pounds? My red one is 28 and a half. And then my pink one is just 28, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I color code everything.
I mean, the pink
Because-
one also has green strings.
Yeah, but that
I'm
doesn't
talking
count.
about the grip, right? So, I mean, just playing around with tension. I feel like the 23 is good for accuracy. 28 is good for power.
30 is better.
Maybe somewhere in the middle, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go
Maybe...
for
Like a
25.
25.
Jinx!
Double jinx!
Double jinx!
Jinx,
Quadruple
infinity beyond!
No, it's quadruple jinx. So I won
I'm
there.
skipping to infinity beyond.
No, you gotta keep going
No,
up.
that's stupid rules. Anyways.
No, you are.
No. So, like, maybe 25 pounds. Maybe next time.
Alright.
I thought I'd hate the 23 pound. Because I was like, nah. Because, like, how do you go from 28 to 23, right? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this at all, but I'll give it a try.
And I
was like, you know, it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, I can feel every vibration now.
Yeah.
You can feel
It-
all the vibrations.
I know, you kind of... I feel like in my head I thought you're probably going to get on there and like shank this ball everywhere.
I
But
really thought that would happen.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good, so... Keep trying it out, give it a few weeks.
yeah.
See how stuff goes. We're also going into winter, so it just might help keeping the ball dead in the back corner.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Can you describe any standout matches or moments from the tournament that were particularly challenging or memorable for you? As I say that in a very commentary voice.
Very monotone, yeah.
I don't
Very
really...
monotone.
Like I said, I got hit on the head. That's a very memorable moment. Like...
And then you don't remember much afterwards.
No, I got severely concussed. JK. No, I remember after I got hit on the head, I thought I was down. I thought the score was 2-4.
Yeah.
Me being 2, and then apparently I was like 1-4. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I think I got hit on the head a little bit too hard. And then I was like, oh, it was like because like you know, I was like, oh, I'm actually further behind now. Dang it. That shouldn't have happened. But yeah. I don't know. Most of my reverse bursts were winners.
Yeah.
That was nice. And yeah, just in my final, I found I was having a hard time trying to figure out what kind of serve my opponent would struggle with. So I kept having to change it. I sort of figured it out in the in the fourth. Did I win the first two?
No, you won the first
I
one.
won the first, lost this next two, then won the two after, right? So in the fourth, I think I finally...
You
No, I think at the end of the third, I finally figured it out. Continued that in the fourth, and then the fifth, I felt like he got too comfortable with it, so I had to change it again.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. What did you think of your first two matchups? Because your first two went for 4 sets, but the last one was a 5-setter. So how did you compare, I guess, the first two with that final matchup? Like, what were your what did you take away from that?
I don't know. I feel like they all sort of... My first game was tough, though. I went for 25 minutes.
I think so,
I
yeah.
felt tired at the end of that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, I'm done. My second match went just a bit quicker, 23. I don't know. My first opponent really liked to run, so
Yeah.
so I had to run as well. No, I feel like my matches all sort of felt the same, except obviously the final was just a bit more intense, and I felt like we were all more closely matched up, so I felt like it was... I had to think about it a bit more. But other than that, I felt like it was I was feeling good, I was feeling confident, I was being latent who it. I was just thinking about it. I felt like I was calm. Not really much to say, to be honest.
Do you feel like, I guess it's probably not a question that an athlete wants to hear, but do you feel like there were moments in your tournament where you really controlled the game? Like,
Yeah.
especially for me, it looked like in your first two, you really, I really didn't have any doubts that you would lose it if you're, assuming that your momentum kept throughout, if that makes sense.
I've never had any doubts either, except for probably the fifth set of my final. I was behind. What was it, like 5-9 or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, yes. The fifth one was a bit interesting. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I have to make it back, and do not let it get to a tiebreaker, because I do not want to play in a tiebreaker. I'm already tired. I'm not putting in that extra work for nothing. Stop it.
Yeah, I think it was crazy. I think it went 1-4, then it was 2-5, and then it eventually found its way to, I think, 5-8, and then he just stayed at 8 after that. And you just cruise on there.
Yeah, because I really didn't want a tiebreaker with him. I was like, no, I'm not allowing that to happen. Like that always says, if you bring it to a fifth, if you win the fourth, you might as well just win the fifth, right? If you don't win the fifth, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, why did you waste that energy?
Yeah.
For what? To lose? Nah. No, I can't let that happen. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Nah, fair enough.
To any of you squash players or tennis players out there, even badminton, if you're gonna take it to a final set, don't lose. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it.
Honestly.
You could be eating ice cream by now.
Or you could be in the gym getting stronger and faster.
Or just drink your sorrows away,
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
you feel like doing. It's on you, fam.
It's your time. Time that you...
However you deal with losses.
Yeah, it's the time that you have that you would otherwise have spent playing a fifth set of squash to lose.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Bear with me.
Sick dude. Sick.
I guess this is probably a very brief question, but I still want to ask this.
Okay.
So the question is going to take a while, but I think the answer is going to be brief. So can you share any insights into the level of competition of the tournament and how it compared to other events you've participated in?
So I normally play in the Women's Open, and that is harder competition.
Yep.
So I sort of knew I had a chance, but I wasn't overly convinced.
Yeah. It was more of a chance than maybe the Women's Open might have been, right?
I was like, Women's Open, my aim was to get maybe a first round win, maybe a second round if I'm lucky, which hasn't really happened lately, but that's okay. That's a topic for another time. Anyway, so, and then just like, I've really played like a graded event for like a long time. Because I always play Women's Open. Right, so I was just like...
Yeah, last one would have been...
That was with Donga. Wodonga. My last graded event. Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, okay. I would have gone Squash Logic, but no, we did...
Wodonga.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I was like... Yeah, so like I knew it was going to be easier than the Women's Open, but I knew it was still going to be hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cool story.
So, how did you find the experience of competing in this particular tournament? How did you find it contribute to your growth as a player and athlete?
I feel like... I don't know, because playing against men is different than playing against women.
Mm-hmm.
Because with women, we always we sort of don't move side to side as well as the men do.
Yeah.
Just due to biological reasoning. It's biology fan.
Some sort of physiology says that men just do a bit better.
Yeah. And I feel like men are a lot more physical.
Yeah.
I feel like they tend to run a bit more. They like to do crazy court sprints. I'm just like, calm down. So you really have to work hard to get it past them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You really had to work on being a master of disguise.
Mm. And I think, especially for even like experienced male players, they tend to be able to really control the head of the racket. It's like, it just seems like they can, if they want to hit a kill shot, they can hit a kill shot from back of the court if they really wanted to. You know what I mean?
Tend to do more. Men do tend to do more kill shots than women.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Kill shots are awesome.
Yeah, I know.
10 out of 10. Yeah? Like if you can do a kill shot, like you're winning.
Exactly. You're
winning, family. Like, why would I do a normal cross court when I can do a kill cross, make it bounce twice before my opponent can get to it? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Why work harder? Why keep the rally going, where you can just finish it?
I know. I don't even know what it is, but like, especially, it's almost like, because I haven't been playing that long, but when I'm playing you, that's something that. It almost feels instinctive. Like, I feel like I look at you and I go, I want to make you as uncomfortable as possible right now. And I'll try and put the ball where I think you'll be most uncomfortable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like, you have to do that. Because I sort of like to, with me, I sort of like to make my opponent, run by a diagonal, but also make them twist and turn.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even though,
just
sometimes...
put a twister.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll do a burst and then do a cross court and then they're coming back for the drive, so I'll just do another burst. And then it catches them off, even though technically you'd want to do something long again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's sometimes you really do have to look at where your opponent is and what they're doing.
Yeah.
You need really good peripheral vision, man. You need eyes everywhere.
Okay. Is that it for...
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Give me 1 second.
1 Mississippi.
Alright, so
Half left.
given the ACL injury that you've overcome, can you describe the emotions you felt when you realised you had won the title after everything you had been through?
Bro, I was so emotional. I cried.
Yeah.
I was like, cause like, what was it? It's been, it's been like 4 years since I've had a win, right?
Probably 5 now. It's 2024, and wasn't it COVID times?
Yeah.
So you would have had a pre-COVID. COVID basically hit
The week
early
after my
2020.
surgery.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
So I had surgery, got sent back, and I was like, oh, world lockdown. I'm bored. I started painting rocks.
Oh goodness, you really were bored.
I really did. I was like, Mom, can you get me some rocks from Bunnings? Thank you. Paint. I really had nothing better to do.
Fair enough.
Really, like, honestly. I was just like, yeah, like when I won, like, I was obviously happy it was my first win in like so many years, but also too, it's just like, it sort of felt like a bit of a relief because I feel like I finally got a result that I feel like I worked towards and deserved.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels good to just win again.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah. I feel like, especially the last 2 years, things just, I don't know, I struggled a lot. And then obviously now there's like, especially in PSA, we have the younger kids coming up, and I feel like I'm sort of falling behind a little bit. So hopefully they can make things change a little bit.
Yeah.
This season.
For sure. No, it definitely seems like things are in the right direction.
Hopefully.
So yeah. No, and I guess another element to all the emotion.
I had my first communion.
Yeah, there was that.
And then
So
I
now
had
Jesus,
the win.
Jesus is on your side.
Jesus Christ is, he's on my side.
And we all know Jesus is undefeated, so...
Honestly, exactly. Go confession tomorrow, have the Eucharist, and then win again. Yeah, that is the secret to success, fam.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
But yeah, I was going to say, I think another element to all the emotion was... well, okay, I'm not saying it is certain, but do you think that, it seemed you had a pretty good support crew?
I do
helping...
like that. Yeah, because I feel like even the PSA ones, when you had to stay behind, it didn't feel the same. I like to have someone with me.
Yeah.
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 It's nice to have everyone there. I felt like I sort of had pulled out my inner liberatory, so that was good.
So yeah, who was there to support you?
There was you, Greg, my name Jeff. Remember that meme? No, I can't remember.
I don't.
And then there was my dad. He was there, and his I was about to say husband, his wife G. Sorry, G. And then my mum, she was at my grandma's place in Gippsland, and she was watching the scores and screaming. So yeah. Yeah, and then I think she rang me up afterwards. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
And I did show off my we got a certificate. I framed it and I showed it off to everyone because I was like, I won.
I know, you're kind of hoping for a trophy, weren't you?
I know. But I turned it into one, so that's okay.
Exactly.
I got money too. Yay.
Money.
How much? Quack Dad.
Yeah, no, I'm not telling you. Never. Never ever.
But yeah. Did you have any final questions you wanted to ask Greg?
How did you feel about using the cross court on basically every single second shot?
I don't think I did that. I don't think I did a cross court every second shot.
Definitely looked like it.
You worked your cross court well, I thought. Like, certainly on pretty much every single point that you won, it was probably off a cross court.
Or if you use it well, you might as well win from it.
Yeah, no, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Honestly, if I'm not getting punished for it, why stop? It's like the liver hand pass. If you don't get punished for it, don't stop it.
Just throw it and then throw the fist, even if it's like 5 minutes later, just throw that fist.
If you're not getting called out for it, why stop? Honestly. Like, makes no sense. Why should I change my game if it's working?
So, okay. So I think I'll conclude this with a bit of a final question. I kind of do two things in one.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
So, is there anything else you'd like to share about your journey or experience in winning this title? And also, what advice would you give to other athletes, particularly those recovering from injuries? I guess in conjunction with, the thought of, especially with what you went through where you were contemplating, should I continue and maybe do I, just trying to reassess yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I feel like my advice is, especially when you have a serious injury like an ACL, take your time. Don't do it. I did come back 12 months later and do 5 tournaments. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. Take your time. I know, because I feel like I really felt the pressure of trying to make sure my ranking was good. And I'm just like, it's kind of stupid. Because at the end of the day, we have this thing called a pegged ranking. So like whatever... So it's like a protected sort of rank, so that you have a rank. And then if your ranking drops lower than that, when you enter a tournament, you can use that pegged ranking. If it's higher, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I had, and for some reason I still felt the need to sort of, I don't know, stupid. But just like, always ask your governing body, what they can do.
Yeah.
Like especially when it comes to ranking and stuff like that. And take your time. The world's not going to end, even though it feels like it. It's not the end of the world, fam. There's more to life, let's be honest. Also, it's like, I know, I feel like every athlete has hard times. For me, it's like, I really did sort of at times, I felt like I kind of want to give up, but at the same time, it's like, I spent so much time on it. Like, it was really hard to give up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, like, why did I put all this work in to end it now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel like, sort of happy that I had you to sort of just push me.
Yeah?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's important to have a good support team around you for sure.
But he never pushed you on the court.
You're funny. Anyways, so, it's really important to have just a good support team. And, like, right now, I have a good relationship with my coach currently. So it's like, training's fun.
Who's your coach?
Chris Morgan, he's great.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Chris.
And
also Rex.
Rex, yeah,
has
he
helped out plenty.
He entered the chat a few times.
Yeah, so it's like, it's really, because I don't know, I feel like it's important to have a good relationship with your coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in the past, I was like, I viewed it like a player-coach relationship as something that's just, strictly business.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for me, at least, it helps to have a good relationship with them, right?
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't know. figure things out for yourself, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not... I can tell you this stuff, but at the same time, it's like... It's not one size fits all, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So... Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. Yeah, no, it's been, for me especially, not the interviewer anymore, as boyfriend. It's been really, really awesome to just watch you progress.
I cried so many times. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many times I cried last year over squash. I can't.
know.
So many.
I know. It was...
Even earlier this year, because I was panicking that for the whole half of the first half of the year, there were so many tournaments in WA.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, no, I can't do that.
Exactly. I know. WA, can you just...
Can you, like, just give me free money to travel there? Thank you.
Honestly. Actually, we did have a look. I think there actually are schemes that allow you to get to WA cheaper.
There is.
Yeah, I think it's all probably... I feel like I've seen that part of the WA tourism website or something.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
But yeah, I can't... No, we pay like $1,000 for flights, and then like
Yeah, no.
$500 for accommodation, and then another couple hundred for transport.
Yeah, no,
And then
piss that off.
food. And I'm just like, when am I getting $100 out of this?
Honestly, well, even if you win it, you only get... You basically break
grand.
even.
$1,000.
Surely there's a couple of, like, 15k events or something out there.
No.
It'd have to be. Come on.
No, there isn't. So,
West Australia, you suck.
like, this is actually funny, because this is going to link back, because, like, you know how people, like, talking about Gather Round, how it's in Adelaide, because I feel like it's a good neutral for, like, all the states to travel to.
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you know what I mean? And then someone said, oh, why not in WA? And then it's like, oh, it's really expensive there. And then someone replied to that, someone doesn't know much about WA. And I was like, I entered myself into that comment section. And I was like, well, as an athlete that travels around that's a Victorian athlete, WA is the most expensive
Yeah.
to travel to for sport. And then it goes Northern Territory, the probably Queensland.
Yeah, Queensland's probably up there.
And
You're a bit
then-
fortunate because I've got a cousin up there.
Yeah, and then probably Tasmania, and then I can drive to like New South Wales and South Australia, right?
Yeah,
And I can travel in
exactly.
Victoria, obviously. Like you know what I mean? Like it's the most expensive as an athlete to travel to, and I'm just like, no one's paying me to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like I can't financially. I can't.
Exactly.
I get paid by Centrelink, fam. I'm not making bank.
Exactly. But yeah. Awesome. But yeah. Anyways, so with that being said, boyfriend comments now. If you want to tune out, you can, but it's been absolutely awesome. I know it's been an absolute fucking crawl for you over the last 2 years that I've known you. Right?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, I know, a bit shy of that. Give it a month. And a day.
Like literally.
Yeah, I know it's been a tough journey for you. And for the longest time, I don't mean to rub it in or anything. It has been a lot of L's, and
Too many.
too many is for sure. But I think even towards the end of last year, I said when you're trying to reassess where you were, I was saying I think a lot of things are different next year, right? And so far it seems that's been the case, right? Like you said, that tournament that you competed in at Mulgrave, that was it didn't quite go your way, but you said earlier that you said that how you felt confident.
I felt really good mentally. Like,
Yeah.
I just felt really I don't know, I just felt like, oh, well.
And
Because, like, when I was warming up against Tina, like, my drives were, like, 50 feet away from the wall. And I
yeah,
was like, well, I'm just going to have to deal with it anyway. You know, I can't. Because, like, in the past, I would have freaked out about it and just tried to, like, fix it.
exactly.
And I was just like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. It's life, I guess. And I still nearly took the first game.
Mm.
But I think I probably wasn't as aggressive as I was in Mulgrave as I was in Ballarat.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with that. I think in Ballarat, like when you saw you had an opportunity to punish, you really made them punish. And whether they got the rackets or the ball or not, different story. But you know, you weren't afraid to make them punish, or you weren't afraid to, you know, make them suffer for, you know, doing something silly or something like that.
I mean, they're going to do the same to me.
Exactly right. Like they're out for blood, right? So you'd be out for blood
Honestly.
as well.
It's only fair.
So yeah, no. But like I say, it's been awesome. Just you know, I know it's been a long journey, but it's been, you know, just sensational to watch you grow, and you know, find your footing. There'll be setbacks.
Quite literally.
Yeah, there'll be setbacks eventually.
Obviously,
But
that's
I think
just
we're
natural.
I think we're on the right path. The coaching is is working out really, really well for you, and I think probably one of the biggest takeaways from when Rex was coaching you was he was talking about just trying to find games, and I think you found a medium where you can actually get those games that you need, which is awesome. So. No, it's just I'm so proud of you, and
Thank you.
yeah, I look forward to the rest of this year. I'm not gonna, you know, say too much more, but I think this is gonna be a very promising year for you.
I'd like to think so.
So,
Because
yeah.
like before my ACL, I sort of one of my last games before I did the ACL was I played a PSA event in Moorabbin. And I played this girl who was in like the top 50 of the world, and I almost took a game off her.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then I
Yeah.
ran out of steam, and then I was tired. But I nearly took a game, right? And it's like someone in the top 50 of the world. It's not easy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I felt like I was rising, and then I got humbled very quickly with the ACL. And I'm just like. It was just really hard to sort of find that sort of momentum again.
Mm.
And it's just like, it's like I started at the age of 15, so I always had to play catch up.
Mm.
I was never always the greatest. So I
What do you
guess
mean?
I'm sort of, lol. So I guess I'm sort of just used to having to make up the ground, but like, I felt like the last few years I was just kind of getting sick of it.
Mm.
Like I felt like I was trying to catch, but like I wasn't catching anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's just like
You're catching the males.
catching, honestly. It's collecting owls like they were trophies.
I know, and I think I'm not trying to suggest anything of anyone, but you know, I think it really does come down to coaching, right? Having seen what you were getting coached with when I first met you to where your coaching is at now, your coaching is just it's really a lot better.
Yeah, like I said, it's just been very, like, you know, before the ACL I was like in like top 10 of Australia. I think I was even top 8, top 6, and you had to be top 4 to be in the Commonwealth Games. I was like, well, that seems very achievable to me right now.
Mm.
And then the ACL happened, and then I was just like, nah. I dropped so far.
Mm. Yeah, I know. But the other benefit is that you're still young, right? Like you still.
Fairly.
Yeah, you're still young, and it's this
You
year.
old.
Michael, you're old.
Hello, I'm a dinosaur.
Hey, go on there, 800-year-old.
I'm
Okay, stop it.
Shut up, no more grandpa.
But yeah, no, I think this is, you know, it's not going to be your most promising year, I don't think. But I think it's going to be more promising than the last few years that you've had.
I'd like to hope so, fam.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
the reality is it already is, right?
Yeah, I know, but I want it to be all year round.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, but no, I'm really pleased with where your squash is at, and I'm just really proud of you, because you're my little champion.
Yeah.
So with that, I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned. We will bring you a not so special edition of our regular segment in the coming days.
And there'll be farts in it.
There won't
Bye.
be. From Michael
and Maria,
the champion.
Pure!
George.
Bye.
George, don't need to ear rape people.